Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video here on the Sam Cooks Kindness YouTube channel. I am Sam, and I am so happy that you are here. Today, I'm taking you along with me on another What I Eat in a Day video. I am vegan. I have lost 68 pounds, not counting calories and eating lots of whole foods, tons of potatoes, tons and tons of vegetables, plant-based proteins in there as well, and I never had to count a calorie. However, I did count calories for the last 30 days, and we're going to talk about it in this video, and I'll let you know my results, why I did it, and how I'm feeling about it going forward. I just got in from my walk, and I really wanted breakfast ice cream in my Ninja Creamy this morning, but it's kind of cold, and I just can't bring myself to make it, so I'm going to make myself some savory oatmeal instead, which I had yesterday because it was also cold, but I haven't had it in a long time before that, and I used to eat it like every single day for like a year. It's really, really good, and I'm gonna show you how to make it right now. Today I started off with some dried shiitakes and frozen cauliflower rice. I added in TVP and a half a cup of rolled oats, and then I added in my seasonings. Today it was pepper, turmeric, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. I like to add cherry tomatoes for a burst of flavor, so I tossed those in and then I cooked it on the stove until everything was cooked through. After that's cooked, I stir in some nutritional yeast to make it creamy and some silken tofu for an extra burst of protein. And then I just fill the pot all the way to the top with some baby spinach and let that wilt before putting it into my bowl. I like to top my bowls off with lots of green onion, red pepper flake, avocado for some creaminess, and then a sprinkle of salt on top. Keep in mind, meals like this can be customized to whatever veggies you have on hand or whatever you like. This is a super high volume meal and it's so delicious. After I got back from running some errands, I mixed up my electrolytes with some vegan collagen and creatine. So I just got in my workout and I'm about to throw together my lunch. I just started Carolyn Gervin's Iron Series program on YouTube. It's a 12-week program. I'm not doing it directly through. It's like a 5-day-a-week program. I'm going to do 3 days a week, but I'm doing it straight through. So I'm really excited for that challenge. Today was a arm day and it was a struggle. So now I'm going to fuel up with some lunch. I have asparagus and potatoes in the air fryer, and I'm still on a wrap kick, so I'm gonna make myself a burger inspired wrap. I've been eating a lot of these lately. It's just seitan sliced up with ketchup, mustard, onion, all the burger stuff like pickles and greens. I have some microgreens I'm gonna throw in there, and it's gonna be tasty and filling and delicious. So this is my complete lunch. It is tasty and filling, lots of veggies, filling starches, proteins, and it's just delicious. It's going to hit the spot today. I've got my iced coffee, and now it's time to have a little chat. All right, we're going to get real for a moment here. I have been counting calories for the last 30 days. And if you follow my journey up to this point, I lost 68 pounds without counting calories, and it's been great. And I think it's truly doable for a time. And I've gotten to the point where my weight has stalled. It had stalled so much that I felt like I needed to do something to reassess, to get myself back moving again, because I do have goals of weight loss and building muscle and building strength and all these things. And the way I was eating was great. And it got me 68 pounds down, which I'm so thankful for, but I needed to reassess. So I decided to use MyFitnessPal and track some calories for a while, and I noticed that on average I was going from like 1,800 on a low day all the way above 2,000 on a high day of calories. And that's not to say that's bad, but it was just enough for me to be maintaining my weight and not losing anything. So I needed to figure out how I could lower the calorie density of my meals a little bit, and I did that by actually counting calories. So I filled out my information on a TDEE calculator, and it told me that my maintenance calories were around like between 1,700 and 1,800 calories. I'll pop it up on the screen for you. And so I knew that I needed to be below that if I wanted to actually lose weight. and I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'1", so remember that whatever I say calorie nutrition wise is for me. It's my personal experience. It may not be for you. Talk to your own healthcare providers, figure out your own information, because it's not one size fits all. So over the last 30 days of tracking calories, I set my calories to 1,600 if you're curious about that. It was not a set in stone goal for me because I am about a life of abundance and not restriction. So I didn't want counting calories to feel like I was restricting myself. I just wanted it to feel like a tool to help me see where I am and what tweaks maybe I could make to try to get my calories lower overall. What I learned reflecting over the last 30 days is that I tend to go heavy-handed when I'm making my own plates. I like to pile on things, and I like variety. And because I was having so much variety, I think I was just adding a little bit too much of everything, and then I was piling on the sauces on top of that, which sauces are a great tool for weight loss. I just released my new ebook. It's 5-minute sauces that are great for weight loss. So make sure you grab your copy of that because I love it. And the people that have gotten it so far have had nothing but positive things to say about it. So make sure you grab your copy. But what I'm saying is I was not using those sauces appropriately. I was going way overboard with the sauces and the condiments. I was using things that were higher in calorie density, and I wasn't being mindful of the servings. I was just dumping it on. And that was piling on the calories without me even really noticing. So over the last 30 days, I was tracking the calories. My goal was 1,600. I set a minimum protein goal for myself of 100 grams a day. Most days I went over that. And again, that's just my personal goal. It's not your goal. But I'm happy to report back that I was able to really learn a bit more about the calories in things, and I was able to lose 2 pounds over the last 30 days. That may not sound huge, but it's huge for me because I've been averaging less than a quarter pound a month lately. So 2 pounds in 30 days is absolutely wonderful. I'm thrilled. So will I continue counting calories going forward? I'm going to use it as a tool, and I'm going to use it as a tool here and there. I'm not going to consistently obsess over counting calories, but I'm going to refer back when I feel like I'm struggling again. So I think that counting calories is a great tool and resource to have. I think that there's a fine line where for some people it can feel restrictive. For example, my birthday is coming up this weekend, and I'm absolutely not tracking anything on my birthday. I'm going to go enjoy my vegan donut that I always enjoy on my birthday. Once a year, we take the family trip to my favorite vegan bakery that's a distance away from where we live, and we get delicious bakery goods that I wouldn't eat on a normal day, but it's my birthday, and I'm going to enjoy them on that day of the year. The point is, I'm not counting calories on that day, and you shouldn't use it as a way to torture yourself. It should be something you're using as a resource to support your journey. I think the second it starts to feel like you're withholding food because you're saving calories for later, that's not a great thought process to have, and I feel like that can mess with your mental health. It's better to think in abundance, and you should just be able to eat what you want to eat, right? I'd love to hear your experience with counting calories. I feel like we've all been there at some point in our life where we've decided that we were going to count calories. Has it been a positive experience for you? Has it been negative? Has it hurt your mental health? Just let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And let me know if you're at a place now. I feel like I've evolved as a person. I feel like I'm more confident in myself than I have been in the past. And I think that past me, I have been on MyFitnessPal since high school. I think my account goes all the way back to high school. Obviously, I haven't been on recently, but when I pop back on, I can see all my stuff from before. And I know old me was using that as a way to restrict. And, obviously it didn't work out. It didn't work out, thinking that I could save calories and that I could, eat all my calories in one meal or, under eat 1,200 calories. That's ridiculous. Nobody needs 1,200 calories. I feel Like 1,600 calories is low. But again, I'm only 5'1". I'm so short, and unfortunately, that's probably the range I need to be in. But, you know, it is what it is. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to wrap this up. But leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this. I will see you at dinner time or snack time, whatever comes first. We have to run out for soccer practice tonight, so I'm throwing together a really, really simple dinner, and it's literally frozen stuff all thrown together. So it's going to be super, super fast. I'm using 2 bags of frozen veggies, a pre-cooked bag of rice, and some edamame, and I'm just going to throw it together in a pan and cook it up until everything is cooked through. And then I'll use some coconut aminos and some sriracha on top of it, and it will be tasty, delicious, and really, really fast. I'll be honest with you, I'm keeping my dinner on the lighter side because I am having second dinner afterwards, which is really actually dessert. But I got this Ninja Creamy and I'm obsessed with it, and I've been eating ice cream like every single day. So I'm just considering my ice cream as like the second course of my dinner, essentially. The one that I'm having tonight is literally just soy milk and chocolate protein powder. And this one I added a little bit of water to because I'm playing with like recipes to see what works and what's good and what I like and all that stuff. So this one, it's a little on the icy side. I had the first half of it last night. I'm gonna have the second half tonight. It's still good, honestly. It's still good. So this is the second part of my dinner, and I'm gonna take it out now so that it can start to defrost a little bit and I can just pop it on there once I'm done eating my veggies. So it's late and I shouldn't be eating anything, but I'm hungry. I had an early dinner and then we were out and about running around, and I'm hungry and I don't want to go to bed feeling hungry. So I'm having a snack, and all it's going to be is a couple little potatoes that I have already cooked in my fridge, and I'm going to dip them in a little bit of hummus because this is something that is starchy and satisfying, but light enough that it's not gonna like weigh me down before bed. And then I'm gonna end with a couple strawberries for just something sweet, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I do tend to try to avoid late night snacking, but when I'm this hungry and it's like actual hunger, it's not just me like with an itchy mouth. If I tried to ignore it, I'd end up in the kitchen like just reaching for like whatever. So making a better choice is better than the alternative of me like snacking and eating unhealthy things. So making a choice like this that's actually like whole foods and has some intention behind it is better than just me mindlessly walking into my kitchen at this time of night. So yeah, it puts me over my technical like 1,600 calories, but like I said, I'm hungry and it is what it is. I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat something. I made a better choice than what maybe I would have otherwise, so I call that a win. And on that note, I'm gonna wrap up this video here and say good night. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it, and I'm excited to see you in the next one. Bye!